friend Jack Nicklaus said, he says, Jack, he says, you've got a world-class golf course and you've got a 1970s California ranch-style clubhouse. He said that, you need to have a clubhouse that basically matches what everything else you're doing. And he was right. It's just, it's how do you make that happen? How do you financially make that happen? And we've been successful for the Memorial Tournament, and we've done very well, and the membership was very supportive. So we went ahead and decided to embark upon it, which we did. And what started out to be a medium-sized project has turned out to be a very large project, as they all do. And but I think we're going to turn out something that will be able to we will service not only the club, but we'll service the tournament, and we'll service any kind of event that we have. Make it it'll be a better facility for the golfers and the players of the tournament, and for the media and for you guys. You won't believe the nice changes it'll make for you guys. But anyway, it's all something that we think is something that just is part of our growth. And we're growing as a tournament, and we're continuing to grow and hopefully doing the right things. So we're very pleased.
You mentioned timeless during the luncheon. You mentioned timeless. How do you achieve timelessness?
Well, I think if you go up and look at it, you're going to start saying, well, what architecture is it? You're going to say, well, what period is it from? You're going to say that it could come from any period. That's what we tried to do. We put basically sort of, I don't know what you call them, pillars, I guess, or columns on the outside. We changed some of the roof lines. So we put some, we call them warts to start with. On the clubhouse, of course, because we put some chimneys, and we put some the name of the windows that you put out on the outside. Dormers. Yeah. We did a few dormers and opened up some skylights to it. And, we changed the insides. Nobody ever used our dining room anymore. Nobody ever used it, so we created more of a modern dining room where we basically became sort of a bar and a grill and an open kitchen and with some dining and some outside. I mean, it's not a lot of things for the membership, but also a lot of things for the tournament. It's all things that bring things more today and bring them sort of, we try to make it in a timeless fashion. Hopefully, we're going to accomplish that. The city of Dublin has just been absolutely fantastic with us. They've absolutely just bent over backwards to make sure that we could get all the permits and things that we needed, because when you're doing something in basically about 9 months, to do all we did we needed all the help we could get, and they were just terrific. And so that's what we're trying to do. Every year we have the Spirit Award, and we pick somebody whose life has been changed and who has gone through the trials of a young person, how she's come out to be a nice, healthy young lady today when they weren't even sure that she could possibly even live. And she's if you look at her, she's a pretty happy little girl. She likes dinosaurs too, particularly the yellow ones. I like the yellow ones too.
Thank you. So you've turned a page up there. I mean, is it a new era? Do you sense that this will be a new beginning for the tournament?
Well, I don't think we need a new beginning. I think you just grow on what you have. I mean, the tournament's grown pretty well, and it continues to grow, and it's just continued to grow in stature and reputation, and we're just going to let it continue to do that. We just try to build on it.
In terms of the tournament growing, over the last couple of years, or since it started, I should say, what do you think has been one of the most positive changes to the tournament, to the course?
Well, I just think it hasn't been that much. We haven't done that much to the golf course. The driving range was a tremendous change that we made. The clubhouse will be a tremendous change. The players, every year the players are coming. The international aspect of the players coming from all over the world. I don't know whether, just like the young Chinaman who's Guan was one of the. He was saying, is he eligible to come here? He wants to come and play. I don't know whether he's really eligible to come and play by our qualifications. I'm sure that if he wanted to come play, we'd figure that out. But it's because there are sponsors, exemptions that you give. I am not part of that, so I'm glad not to be part of that. But there are many things that continue to grow that if you continue to build on them, will just improve your stature. And the players themselves, we feed upon what the players have to say and how the players look at it. The players look at it that way too.
Could you revisit your comments about the young player at the Masters and giving a 14-year-old kid a two-stroke?
He's an 8th grade student. and he went out, the Masters added, they had the U.S. Open champion, U.S. Amateur champion, the British Amateur champion, as we do at the Memorial Tournament, and they added in the Asian Amateur champion. And 14 years old, he won, or 13 years old, I guess he won the Asian Amateur. I mean, come on. 7th grader, won the Asian Amateur, now he's an 8th grader. I mean, come on, that's pretty unbelievable.
Jack, what were you doing in eighth grade, 7th grade?
I was trying to win the Asian Amateur. If I never could ever figure out where it was. But it's pretty special. And I met with him. I met with his parents. His father's a doctor. His mother's an engineer. They have the one-child policy in China, so they have one child. And he speaks English reasonably well. His parents speak reasonably well. They live in Guangzhou, and he lives about 30 minutes from a golf course, the nearest golf course. So, they go to school over there till maybe close to 6 o'clock in the evening. So he has a hard time. I don't know what time he gets to play golf. And they came to me and wanted to know what I felt about his education, what he's doing. So, and I said, well, I said, for the next few years, I let him finish up high school. let's start with that. But if he wants to play golf during that period of time, he's going to be partially homeschooled and partially schooled there because he's going to travel. He can't go just travel around the world and play the Masters and the New Orleans Open or whatever it's going to be he's playing this week, and not limiting his education. He just can't do that for a young kid. It's just not right, and it's not right for him for his future. Who knows how successful he's going to be as relates to anything. He just can't destroy the rest of his life. So, but anyway, he's a good kid. I think he'll be very successful, and we just have to. He's going to be, for his country, he is going to be, the poster boy of being able to say, hey, look, I can do this, you all do it too. And they got, 1,300,000,000 people, and that's a lot of people to choose from, to get on a golf course and want to learn.
Did you voice your concern to the tournament about that, or was it just his penalty for slow play?
Well, I didn't voice it. I don't ever voice my opinion about things like that, or I try not to voice my opinion. I think it was. I can't imagine them. I can't imagine that they did it, but I wasn't there. I don't know the circumstances, and
Sure.
they're a pretty savvy group. I mean, they handled tigers basically in a certain way, which I think that was their decision of what they did. I support that. I think I support the other. I think, but if we're talking about slow play, hundreds of these guys are much slower probably than that, and figure out a way to get away with it. But it's, that's their decision. That's the way they handled it, and that's what happened. He accepted it like a man, and it may be the best thing that ever happened to him.
We do one or two more for broadcast,
Would
please.
you like to see him here for the memorial? I mean, as you said, it's the captain's club.
That's not my decision. Yeah, sure. I like to see anybody. I love to see anybody who creates interest in the game and who help grow the game, and not only the area here in Columbus, but also grow the game in their own country. And he's love to have him come here and play, absolutely. But we'll just, I'd rather see him finish up 8th grade too.
That's probably pretty important.
Thanks, guys.